The golden retriever puppy had been standing between the toddler and the street for 6 weeks. Grandmother Miriam watched it for 3 days and said, "That puppy is doing something specific." It took 6 more weeks to understand why he stopped. Jasper was a 7-month-old golden retriever puppy, enthusiastic, only occasionally coordinated, with the golden quality of finding the world interesting and worth full engagement. He had been in the household for 4 months with 2-year-old Cleo, and they had established the bond of 2 creatures navigating early life simultaneously. When the family went for evening walks, Jasper positioned himself between Cleo and the street. Not randomly, consistently. Left side of Cleo, always when the street was on the left. Right side when the street was on the right. He was every walk between the toddler and the traffic. Cleo's parents, Maya and Deon, noticed it vaguely and filed it as puppies follow toddlers. They had not identified the street-side specificity. Grandmother Miriam arrived for a 2-week visit. She walked with them on the first evening. She watched for the full 20-minute walk. She said nothing. She watched the second evening. She said nothing. On the third evening, when they returned, she said, "That puppy is always between Cleo and the street. Every time the street side changes, he changes sides." Maya said, "He follows her everywhere." Miriam said, "Not everywhere. He changes sides to stay between her and the traffic." Watch tomorrow. Subscribe now before the next detail, because what the dog trainer said when Maya described 6 weeks of side-specific positioning and what she said happened consistently in puppies with this behavior changed how Maya understood what she had been watching on the evening walks. Dog trainer and animal behaviorist Dr. Priya Adeyemi said, "What you're describing is protective flank positioning. The dog has identified the traffic as the primary environmental hazard and is positioning between the child and the hazard." She said, "In 7-month-old puppies, this is not trained behavior. It is instinct emerging from the bond. The puppy has identified Cleo as his charge and the street as the threat vector, and has organized his walking position accordingly." She said, "The side switching when the street changes sides is the specific detail that tells you this is intentional and not random proximity. A dog following randomly does not switch sides at intersections. A dog making a consistent protective assessment does." Miriam said from the doorway, "That's what I said." The trainer looked at her. She said, "How long did it take you to see it?" Miriam said, 3 walks. The trainer said, "That's faster than most." Miriam said, "I've been watching children and the people who love them for 60 years. The pattern was familiar, just a different species doing it." Has a grandmother's specific observational experience ever named something a pet was doing for your child that nobody else had seen? Tell us in the comments. These stories deserve to be heard. Every guardian deserves to be recognized, even the ones who never ask for anything in return. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. Jasper is now 13 months old. He still positions between Cleo and the street on every walk. He has not once walked on the wrong side. He stopped being a puppy. He did not stop the behavior. Miriam went home after 2 weeks. She told her husband, "They have a 7-month-old golden retriever who figured out traffic safety before anyone taught him. 60 years and I've never seen a better example of organized protective instinct," her husband said. "And Cleo?" Miriam said. "Cleo just thinks the dog likes walking beside her." She's not wrong. He does. Next video, the dog who pressed against the grandmother's left side, and what the daughter noticed about which side the dog chose every time.